hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today we got a special one for you, and it's Valentine Day's right around the corner. Some of us like to stay home, watch film with our significant other, and of course, our side piece, depending on what you choose. So today we're gonna do my top five, and of course, my honorable mention for Valentine Day's films. That I enjoy personally myself. But if you guys feel differently, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let us, of course, all of us over here at the Critics Collective always welcome any thoughts. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and go to number five. Moonrise Kingdom came out in 2012, and this film was directed by one of my favorite directors of all time, Wes Anderson. And this film stars Jared Gilman and Kara Hayward. It's a quirky coming of age romance about misfit kids who run away together. It's innocent, awkward, and captures the first feeling of being understood by someone. So definitely check it out. And as we end this, we jump to number four. If Beale Street Could Talk. It's a film based off of a book by James Baldwin. Definitely read his book. Great writer. It's directed by Barry Jenkins. If you don't know Barry Jenkins is, definitely check out his film. This film starred Kiki Layne Stephan James. It's a powerful love story about a young couple fighting to stay together while facing injustice and separation. It's tender, slow, and emotionally heavy. Definitely one of those emotionally heavy films. As we end this, we jump to number three, Beauty and the Beast. Not the 1991 one. It's the one that came out in 2017, and this film starred Emma Watson and Dan Stephen. It's based off the Disney classic romance, but it's a modern version, and it's one of those I would say better version of a Disney remake of an animated film. And you have Dan Stephen and Emma Watson in this movie, great chemistry, and of course Luke Evans, who plays Gaston, who did a great job. But of course, one of my favorite songs, of course, you have the original Disney song, but one of the new songs added to this film was the one by Evermore, which is sang by Dan Stephen, which I think is probably one of the better reiterated new version song when it comes to one of those films. And as we end this, we jump to number two, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. This film came out in 2004, directed by Michael Gondry, and this film stars Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. And this is one of those films that shows Jim Carrey's range when it comes to acting, and it's a unique sci-fi romance about erasing memory after a breakup and realizing some love or worth the pain. It's messy, real, and it's painfully relatable. So another one that I would definitely suggest to watch. And if you love Jim Carrey's acting, this is definitely one of those. And as we jump to number one, it's probably one of my favorite of all time, and I watch it all the time too. It's The Bodyguard. Came out in 1992. I was still a young lad when this film came out, and this film was directed by Mick Jackson and stars the great and late Whitney Houston and of course Kevin Costner. It's a romance built on tension, protection, sacrifice. Two people fall in love even though they know it might not work. And of course, the iconic soundtrack. And of course, this is where Kevin Costner built that iconic chemistry with Whitney Houston, and people still think they should have been together. And of course, you have that great scene where Whitney gets out of that plane, runs to Kevin Costner, and that song starts playing. If I'm not gonna go there because I can't sing. But that's my top five list for Valentine's Day. And as we end my top five, we're gonna jump to my honorable mention. There's some films that I wish, if I had a top 10, I would talk about. But let's go ahead and go to my top five honorable mention. And we're gonna start with number five. Blue is the warmest color. And this film is directed by Abdilatif Kachichi, and it stars Adele Exarchopoulos. I'm butchering the name, but let's go. It's a raw, intense love story, emotional dependency, and a first real heartbreak. It's passionate, messy, and uncomfortable. I would say. As we end this, go to number four, A Shape of a Water. It's directed by one, I would say, now probably one of the greatest movie directors of all time. And when it comes to creating these monsters, of course, Guillermo del Toro, that's what I'm talking about. And this film stars Sally Hawkins and Doug Jones. Speaking of Sally Hawkins, I think she's not talked about enough. She's a great actress. But it's a fantasy romance about two outsiders finding a connection in a world that ignores them. It's more about loneliness and acceptance, and then the actual monster itself, And as we jump to number 3, Dirty Dancing, came out in 1987, and this film directed by Emile Ardolino, and stars Patrick Stewart and Jennifer Grey. Again, another classic coming of age story. It's about independence, desire, and choosing your own way. It's a half love story and half personal awakening, I would say, as far as this film, but definitely one of those good romance story I would definitely check out. And if you like to sing along, we're gonna jump to number 2, and this film came out in 1978, Grease. And this film, directed by Randall Kleiser, stars the great John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. It's a fun, iconic high school romance film, even though everybody in this film probably in their 40s and they're in high school, with legendary music. It's a little toxic, if you think about it, but it's a great film. Sing along, great music. I'm not gonna try to sing some of the songs because I'm not a great singer, but let's go ahead and jump to my number 1 film. This film came out in 1996. It's William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. And this film was directed by Baz Luhrmann and stars the great Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. It's I would say, a hyper stylized, emotional take of the young love, and it's most impulsive, tragic. And you have John Leguizamo, who plays this character. He's very flamboyant. The acting is over the top, but it's phenomenal. It's good. And everybody shows their range when it comes to this film, and it's a reminder of intensity, and isn't always healthy. So definitely those 5 I would highly suggest to watch. And if you're home with your loved one, and again your side piece, definitely check it out, those films out. But if you have any other thoughts as far as romance and other film that you think are better than these, or you feel that my list is wrong, let us know in the comment down below. Let us know how you feel. But of course, if you have your own list too, put it in the comment down below. We'll check it out. But and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Y'all have a good one.